Hey everybody, welcome back. It looks like it's about part 5 of our little project here, putting the Terminator X into Nacho Libre. So there's a few things that I've accomplished, taking my sweet old time. Down here we have the battery connections that go to the two battery posts. Plus there's 12 volts here, battery for fuel. Then there's, I've connected all the injectors up, as you can see, plus the air charge temperature sensor and the coolant temperature sensor over on this side. There's a few more things that need to be done yet under hood here. Now, something that's kind of interesting about the Term-X is that it comes with a bunch of things that aren't really required. So this is required because that goes to your IAC. There's a couple of other things here. Obviously, coolant temperature sensor and that stuff are required. Here's a map sensor if you're going boosted. But then there's things like this fuel pressure sensor here, a connection, which is, we don't have the transducers for that particular connector. And there's an oil pressure one also that we don't have the transducers on this antique engine that apply to that. So we'll have to coil those up and put them away neatly in the event that at some point we change to more modern transducers that will actually be read by the Term-X. For now, there's a fuel pressure one as well, but we don't have the transducer for that as well, so we rely upon the good old-fashioned liquid gauge. So we do have to do a little modifying to this one because this doesn't have the connector on it for the TPS that's consistent with the factory one. So what we're going to do is adapt that one to the existing TPS harness. Not a big problem, it's just 3 wires. And also on the back there you can see there's a bit of clear vinyl tubing, which I've used as the vacuum source to the 1-bar map sensor that exists within the Term-X. So we're all through the firewall there. I'm not going to grommet anything or really lay it out super neatly or anything like that until I get everything kind of hooked up and sort of functional. And then we'll kind of neaten everything, tuck everything away, zip tie, and all that other stuff. So there's another white wire over here that came with the fuel wiring. It says outputs on it. I don't know what that's for, but it doesn't appear to be needed. There was one further wire which goes from here, and that goes to the TFI over there. So that goes onto the negative side of the coil. So I'll bring you around inside here, and then we'll take a look and see what we've done in terms of laying out the harness itself and mounting the computer. So here you have it. I just cut a slit in the carpet and then just ran the wiring down from over here in the kick panel along the rail and then up through the carpet and plugged into the 3 ports that are on the Term-X. And here's the little other end of the vacuum hose, as you can see. So the Term-X provides this nice little bracket which allows you to mount it to the seat rails and keeps it out of the engine bay and not exposed to heat and anything like that. So I think that's a pretty cool solution. And that's really kind of where we're at this point. I still have a couple more connections to make in here. I've still got to connect it up to 12 volt ignition and do the fuel pump bypass I talked about in the last video. So stay tuned. We'll keep you informed on that one as we make progress. But otherwise, have a lovely day.